summer that Michael Jackson died, the marching band did a tribute to him, and the band director, who was one of my great mentors, he said, "Brooke, we've got an idea. How about you be Rowdy and you do the Thriller dance?" And so I spent probably a month I took the marching band version of Thriller, and then I watched videos online of different choreographies for the Thriller dance, and I learned that dance as Rowdy, but I also made my own costume and even had somebody in the theater department make a little shiny sparkly glove for Rowdy. And I was doing the Thriller dance as Rowdy, and it was the most fun thing I remember doing, and there's videos everywhere with that, and so it was super cool. My freshman year of SEMO, I knew there were talks of changing from the SEMO Indians to the SEMO Redhawks. And I knew, hey, one of the reasons they're doing this is so they'll have a dressed mascot. How fun would that be? And so my sophomore year, they held auditions for Rowdy. I put together a whole routine and auditioned in front of lots of people, and won the spot to be Rowdy, and my points were so high that they actually made me the person who would be the first Rowdy who would be unveiled at the basketball game. Absolutely loved it, and did that for 5 years while I was a student here. Did it all the way up through grad school here, and then graduated, and Dr. Dobbins gave me the first Rowdy jersey, which I have displayed in my office. This summer, I was fortunate enough to be Captain Catfish, the first Captain Catfish, by the way, so it was the first Rowdy, and now the first Captain Catfish. And the other unique thing to that is there's very few female mascots anyway, and so that was pretty cool to have those two titles. The manager and the general manager and the assistant general manager for the Cape Catfish Baseball Club, they remembered me as being Rowdy, and they actually called me and said, "Would you be interested in being Captain Catfish?" And I had to say, well, I am 10 years older now than I was Rowdy, but let's see how this goes. Sounds fun, sounds entertaining. And so I put the costume on again and just had an absolute blast this summer getting to be a mascot again. I think that student involvement is very important. So within my office, I like to have a lot of the certificates on the wall or pictures of the different things that I did while I was in college, because I really think that's an important aspect of the student experience in college. Because yeah, classes were great, but I think what really shaped me as a human was the involvement I had while I was on campus. Growing up in a small town, all I knew about the world was what was in the media or what was being said around town about certain groups of people, and not just necessarily international people, but everyone. Getting to actually speak to people and get to know them and get to know their families, I mean, that really opened my eyes, and I began to appreciate people more. My mind changed about different people, and it made it easier for me to speak to a lot of people too. I know this sounds crazy, but I was kind of a little shy when I would go up to speak to people at first, but now I'm not that way anymore. I have no issues going up to people and saying, "Hey, how's it going?" I love it whenever I pick up students from the airport and they've just gotten here, and I can immediately have a conversation with them and learn more and more about their culture. I've definitely grown more sympathetic, and in some cases more empathetic. One thing that is incredibly important for somebody in my position is to be able to explain to students that what they are doing now affects them for the rest of their life.